Pee Wee in the building. This might be Risky episode 94, I think. Damn.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We working. Love, what up?
I'm happy to be here. Happy Wednesday. Let's get it.
Are you inebriated?
You can tell. Nope, I'm not. I'm sober.
Okay. Mary, what toy box you stole them glasses from? I don't like how y'all trying to get on my man Adrian.
I don't have my contacts in, so let me be great. Okay.
Those are yours?
Yes.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Jesus Christ. Q was popping.
Ain't shit. As you can see, I'm on my Mary J. Blige, no more drama shit. Scarf and everything.
Yeah, why you got the scarf?
Yeah, you remember the video and shit? She was all wrapped up and bundled.
Yeah, but it was January. Why you got the scarf?
Chill here. Mind your business. It's January in my house. How about that?
Put him in the.
That's why you can't give niggas no money. They got the AC on 60 because they ain't worried about the cost. Jesus Christ, man. Mr. White, what's popping, man? We missed you last week.
Yo, the GOAT back, man. You know what I'm saying? The GOAT is back.
Now, did you call yourself the GOAT or were you called the GOAT by others?
Both. Some areas others call me, and the ones they don't, I call myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good balance.
Shit like that.
Man, oh man. Isha, y'all related today or TBD?
He kicked me out of the family.
Is that right? When?
Yeah.
Isha was acting up, man. Good grief.
He held it down last night on the POV.
Love, can I finish the intros? Miss Nay, what's popping?
What's up? My mic sound better today.
Everything, man. God bless, man. What's up with the earrings? Tell us about them.
You say black girl? What is it? Black girls rock? Yeah, black girls rock.
Oh, you recycling now. I need some new ones. I seen them already.
I know. I was gonna have.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
I'm gonna hear about the old shit. Yeah, whatever. Alex.
Hey, y'all.
What's shaking? What's up with you and Brown? Brown wall, brown chair. Why?
It's not a brown wall, I promise.
How old is the house?
The house is like from the 60s.
Bruh.
Got a lot of history to it, okay?
You call it history. We call it something else.
Whatever.
East was good.
You know me, my fat ass back again.
What else that East?
Like that.
What else that East?
Oh man. Damn, East. That's funny. That's an inside joke, but if you know, you know, right? P, what up, man? Welcome back. Where you been?
It's been a while.
It's been a long time, bro. Where you been at?
Living like dodging bullets, you know.
Indeed. Did you tell everybody about how you cried when I told you I was leaving DC?
Do you want me to show the video when you cried in your house?
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
All right, mute, nigga. Mute. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now. If you can't, that helps the channel the most. Am I back? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Word. Y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I feel like this video went viral after viral. Everybody reviewed it. I don't really be in a rush to review it as soon as it gets hot. I like to let shit marinate so I can see like the different perspectives and get more intel and things of that nature. But I think this was kind of beat to death, but nevertheless, we're gonna do our best. All right, let me play. Have y'all seen this video?
No.
Word?
No.
Damn. Anybody seen it? I thought I was just redundant with this shit. All right. Well, so all right, let me give you some background then. I think this person's name is like the Boom or something like that. So she responded to Jess Hilarious's video. Did y'all see Jess Hilarious's take? At least?
Yes.
Oof. All right, thank God, man. Motherfucker showing y'all age. So this is kind of her response to Jess Hilarious's video. All right.
I'm gonna just keep it a bug. A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy. Let's use the term that they love. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really insecure. And a lot of real women are really bothered that trans women really look better than they really do. Since they really want this real word, you can have it. Girl, you can have it. Girl, it's not my fault that you mistaken my happiness and my femininity as a challenge. Sweetie, when I was identifying how feminine I was and how far I wanted to go and how I wanted my inside to match my outside had nothing to do with you. Okay? Because it seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to a competition. It really seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Let's be clear, Miss Thing. A lot of you don't want to be you. Bitch, I speak very frequently and openly about my penis, about the type of sex I have, about the type of men that I'm attracted to. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Y'all are just mad that people are really out here moving and happy, and y'all are really mad that people are being mistaken for you and getting more respect than you do. That has nothing to do with us. That is not a reason why you should be disrespecting us and trying to make it a big thing. Girl, don't nobody want no period. Don't nobody want no kids, because a lot of you hoes don't want no kids. A lot of y'all only having these kids to keep a man around.
Let me play one more clip, kind of on the other side of the table. Y'all see this?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh yeah, I saw her. I like her.
Mm-hmm.
While everyone is in an uproar about who can bleed and who can't, men have become so obsessed with women that they want to turn into one. And I find it quite flattering that womanhood seems so great to you guys. Y'all know me. You may not like what I got to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. In recent conversation, there's been a lot of uproar between trans women and real women. In my opinion, I think the most misogynistic thing that a man can do is reject his biology as a man and go into women-dominated spaces telling other women how he's a better woman than them because it's based off of his feelings of how he perceives a woman to be, while walking in society emulating what he believes a woman looks like by replicating other women. When we're discussing womanhood, I cannot go to another woman and ask her what it feels like to be a woman, because being a woman is not a feeling. However, while everyone is in an uproar about who can bleed and who can't, men have become so...
Okay. See, I saw this. Some of y'all saw this video, or just you, A?
I saw it.
This is my first time seeing that video.
I saw that too.
Say it one more time for me, Adrian.
What you say?
What did you say? Sorry, I wasn't looking at
it.
You were saying something.
This is my first time seeing that video as well.
Okay, so this is your first time kind of seeing both of these videos. Okay, so what's you guys' take on both the first and the second video? I know it might have been kind of a lot of information, but I feel like you guys are intelligent and you get the gist. So let's talk about the first one. What you think? Our quote, and she was using it quotes. I felt like it was facetious. But are real women hurt? Are real women jealous?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Now, it's a quick answer. But if you assess all these situations, if you assess the video Q sent to us, that shit was confusing as hell. Matter of fact, I'm going to play that one too.
Play that one. I didn't watch that one that Q sent. I'm sorry. I didn't watch that one in the chat.
Q is a legend. You got first dibs to it. You should click on it. Shout out to Q.
Yeah, Q is a legend though. I appreciate it.
Busy enough.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
But I will address the first video.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Hello.
So my initial response to the first video is that person actually sounded more angry, right? I'm not really sure how they feel that we're miserable and angry and jealous of them when the parts that you paid for, we got. Not only that, typically a man is not going to show you off. They would show me off before they showed you off because you sound like a man. And so they're going to keep you in the closet a lot more readily than they would a cisgender woman, or, you know, I'm going to use the correct terms as they are using. So I don't believe, I know for a fact, I'm not jealous of a transgender woman at all, because I know who I am and what my identity is. And again, I just feel like they're kept in the closet more, and they have a lot more violence towards them and against them when they're found out and exposed for who they really are. So a man will deny them a lot more readily and, you know, do violence upon them a lot more readily if their boys found out that they still have a penis. So we are not the miserable ones and or jealous of them. And the figure behind that video that person had tells me that you really have some underlying jealousy and issues against the naturally born women that you have to work out.
So when you say violence, are you saying like if they trick the man? Because, you know, I mean, the women are hurt at the hands of men overwhelmingly more than another woman. There are several, 80% of us are born without fathers and out of wedlock. So where are you getting this? You guys are getting treated so much better. Because if you're saying if they trick the man, that's a different thing.
That's what I'm talking about, Hamp, because they're not going to come out and sit there and say off the rip, I have a penis, because they feel that they are women.
Is that what you said?
So I'm breaking it down because you asked me a question and saying about the violence piece. They will get violence put upon them a lot quicker if it gets found out that they have a penis because they weren't forthcoming in the beginning.
But that's a moot argument because you guys don't have a dick to surprise a man with.
That's not what I'm. Ham, are you listening to my argument or my statement?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand it because you're saying
I said they have a lot more violence against them than we do against us, because I don't have to sit there and come out and say I have all my natural parts. We just start talking to a dude. Mm-hmm. If they start talking to a dude and now sit there and reveal that they don't have a uterus or ovaries and they have a penis instead because they want the man to fall in love with them, violence will beget them.
All right, because you said show them off. So that's a different thing than you saying violence. So you said a man would keep them in the closet.
Correct.
More likely than they would keep you in the closet.
Correct.
And they wouldn't show them off.
Correct. Because that person sounds like a dude. They'll have a lot. Their man will have a lot more questions than they would for me. That person sounds like a man.
Go ahead, P.
So the baseline of that argument is assuming that a transgender person is concealing who they really are. So that's one thing that we have to address. Not everybody hides who they are. A lot of guys, if you look at Pornhub and what's hot, a lot of guys actually like transsexual porn. They look like women everywhere else, but they got a dick. So outside of that, I don't think that it has anything to do with a person. I don't think every transgender person is hiding who they are. So we can't say that. I also feel like there are men who just hate women. I don't think trans women hate women. I think the whole how this whole argument started is because the way that the message was broadcast, like the second woman sounds angry. A lot of what she says sounds
more than the first one you're saying?
Yeah, because the first one I think was in response to Just Hilarious. They both sound like they're responding to somebody else, which is where I'm getting their emotional responses from, right? I don't think overall you can let any one of these two people be the representative for the whole group or for the majority. Because just like there's transgender women who don't hide who they are, I've watched a news broadcast where a transgender woman is saying she had a period. Mama ain't getting no damn period. She ain't got no parts, right? I believe like stuff like that it's the minority, but that's what we get. That's what's thrown in when there's an argument against trans people.
So
it's
Pierre,
always the delusional stuff.
So do you believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought I heard you say more often than not, trans women are very forthcoming that they are trans?
More often than not. It might not be, well, again, and it depends. I believe there's a group that's like a dating app for them. Like that's FTN, that's what do they do? I think there's another group that may not disclose up front, but at some point you gotta disclose, because when it's time to get down in the bed, like something's not up. Even if they have had their bottom surgery, I think it's called. That's when, inside out. So if they have that, you still at some point have to explain, right? I think the issue that I take with that community, because I'm not trans, real nigga, is they pretend so much and want you to pretend with them, i.e. those that think they have periods, those that want you to place them on the same pedestal that you might a cis woman. I can respect
the majority or the minority, in your opinion?
I would say 50-50. I would say 50-50, leaning more so maybe 60-40, with the majority being those that want you to, I would say believe. I know it's not the right term, but like, I don't see a trans woman as I see my mother or my fish friends. Like, I don't see that.
You said fish friends?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, cis. Did you say fish, or what did you actually say?
I said fish friends.
I thought you said fish. You call us fishy. Okay.
No, but I love y'all.
I get it.
Yeah, but I definitely feel like when we're having these conversations, we are always targeting, rightfully so, the minority that are delusional.
That's interesting, because when you said there's a dating site for the trans women, do you believe that men will go to that site, right, more as a fetish, not as their preference?
Absolutely.
Right. And so with that, when they do go on that website, they're doing it because they know they're a fetish. And so we as cisgender, I'm only using this term because I want to make sure we're on the same level playing field, as the cisgender women, do you believe we're likened as a fetish in the same percentage as the transgender women?
No, because I don't think that liking cis women is a fetish. I think that is like it's an accepted piece, right?
Correct.
I think the violence, again, with the negative side of that, the other side is the violence comes, like you said, when people get found out. It's still a minority of people that are concealing, but there are also guys out there that will knowingly date someone who's trans, and if they feel like they've been outed, not necessarily that they didn't know. I've had friends, not that were trans, but because they were gay, being killed because whoever they were dealing with thought somebody saw them together.
And that's my point. And that's literally my point you sat there and said. That's my whole entire premise of my point.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. You made several points.
No. That was the premise.
No, I have to listen. I have to be fair. I have to break it down because there's several things that said that it's not really point proven, because women suffer violence at the hands of men overwhelmingly, regardless if they so-called trans or cis. So that point is moot. You're saying if you trick a man, he might slide you down a hill.
Not just trick, but if their friends find out.
No, I said P furthered that point. He made a good point for you.
I was trying to be very concise here, but not sit there and take up a lot of the time. But you got it. I forgot this is Wednesday. I'm trying to be concise in my points. Number one.
You shit
Number
me.
two. What?
You shitting me.
Whatever, nigga. Like, I'm not doing with you tonight.
Okay.
Like I was saying, there is more violence.
I thought you wasn't doing it.
Because of those.
Unless you're going to be the bigger person.
Who said that?